This is the greatest webcomic chapter we've ever got, dude. Look at this. Drive Knight versus Saitama. Drive Knight is a bad guy, 100%. Genos has been played. The real enemy has been revealed. Oh my gosh, so much happens here in this webcomic. It's actually crazy. 53 pages. The writing is so good. The twists and turns and treachery. Oh my goodness, guys. The robot that beat Black S in a previous chapter turned out to be Drive Knight. He was just disguising himself as one of the regular robots. And he shows off his ultimate form here in his battle with Saitama. He's able to copy him just like Garo and throws a crazy punch. It looks like Saitama got a hole blown through him, but he doesn't. This was such an amazing chapter. So to wrap up this Mad Cyborg arc, Saitama is defending the Hero Association against this insanely massive army of robots and monsters alike. And as we saw in the last chapter, he had just came and took out thousands of them with a whole bunch of serious moves, but they keep coming, and he uses a new serious move, Serious Squat, to destroy like a spaceship, and he also uses two-handed consecutive normal punch. So first we're gonna go back over to Genos. As we saw the last of him, he charged into Metal Knight's office and pierced him through the stomach with his hand, and holding him up says, "I will eliminate you." We saw him going on this like crazed kill spree, and he just seems to be going completely berserk. And as he comes in here and seemingly killed Metal Knight, Child Emperor screaming for him to stop because Child Emperor is trying to get information out of him right now, and Genos is going crazy using these laser eyes to destroy all of Child Emperor's drones. And interestingly here in this chapter, he's like, "I'm gonna eliminate you too." Genos even wants to destroy Child Emperor, just a kid. So to show you kind of the state that Genos is in, he has pretty much lost his humanity at this point, but he's gonna have a conversation with these two after he gets punched in the face here by Beaufoy, who seems to have healed up, and he kind of grew this like giant arm. He has a battle suit similar to like Hammerhead from episode 4, and I think he has like some, genetic technology in it so he can kind of regrow, regenerate. It integrates shape memory nanometal into electro-viscous fluid linked with bioelectric currents to generate instantaneous output. I guess it's kind of like the liquid metal Terminator from Terminator 2 or something. Like, he can kind of expand and grow his body. Also, he says that it can exert about 1/3 of Super Alloy Darkshine's power. This is stolen battlesuit technology, which we know that the Neo heroes are using right now. But its killing power is too high, so he refrained from using it. But now most of his body is a mechanized cyborg. Some of his artificial organs and joints were damaged, but it's not fatal. So in this way, countermeasures for attacks that occur when Metal Series isn't on hand are naturally already in place. Of course, I've already placed particular emphasis on reinforcing my skull, so don't think that you can kill me so easily, you second-rate mutt. But then a wall opens up, bursts forth all of these robots. We know that Beaufoy, Metal Knight, is the master of robots, but all the robots are not his. He does actually explain here that he did send out some robots to kind of stop the villainous, like the bad robot army, but they were all hacked and taken over. In any case, Genos blows all of these guys away, and he starts to like power up even more. He has evolved his technology based on his final form. A complex magnetic manipulation in real combat, and with perfect control, his brainwaves are amplified into dangerous territory. And this next page is super important. Metal Knight shows off some of his humanity and tells Child Emperor to leave. He's trying to protect him. He says, Genos is not someone that you can handle, get out of here. And he also explains that the robots outside are not him. Someone stole his technology to make these like knockoff robots that are attacking the town. So to destroy those, he mass-produced higher units of the high-class Bishop model that are above the pawns, but those were intercepted by the Neo hero leaders, which we saw in the last few chapters. Though I don't know how much. And he ends with saying that he's the only one that can stop the robot army, and if Genos kills him, the robots will destroy everything. It's kind of crazy that Genos threatens to kill Child Emperor. I mean, it's just wild after the whole series. you know, seeing Genos, who's supposed to be this valiant, honorable guy, has completely lost it and gone berserk. And we're going to find out why in just a minute. But first, we're going to go back to Saitama, who sees this giant, like, rectangular spaceship dumping all of these monsters and robots right outside of the Hero Association. Even though Saitama just took out thousands, here come these giant, large stealth drones and reinforcements, but Saitama blasts off from the ground, landing upside down on the spaceship, using Serious Squat to blast that thing off into space. This is almost exactly like episode 10 when the Boros ship bullets are shooting at him and he's on top of the Hero Association. He kicks one back to them. It's just like that. But now it has a name, Serious Squat. So out of that spaceship came a whole bunch of monsters. Now these monsters are even stronger than the executives, the prized enhanced monster squad. So they say that they're stronger than the entire Monster Association. I mean, that's up for debate. We don't really get to see how strong they are because Saitama just obliterates all of them in an instant. So Metal Knight is saying that Saitama, although he knows how strong Saitama is, won't be able to stop an endless swarm of enemies, and that he is the only one who can truly pinpoint the location of the Mad Cyborg's headquarters. Or maybe not Mad Cyborg, but the enemy. And he tells Genos, like, do you understand that it's possible you're being deceived? You say you were remodeled to eliminate evil. This evil whom you speak of is that information that you can trust. And what he's trying to get here into Genos' head is that you have been programmed with memories. You have been programmed in general. Like you have this identity of revenge based on the information in your head. Your reality is revenge, but who put that information in your head, and is it even true? And that's when we go back to Saitama to see this singular robot, which looked like all the others, took out Black S and a whole bunch of heroes, has finally arrived. Now we thought this was the Mad Cyborg. It turns out it is Drive Knight. Genos, you're being fed lies by Drive Knight. He is an AI. And Beaufoy was also talking about this super advanced AI he was working on. He was originally an incomplete AI I created, but was stolen and had his orders rewritten. So Drive Knight is the AI that he was referring to. He is the original Machine God series. He was designed to have a safety lock on him so that he cannot attack humans. And all the other Machine Gods, I guess they're copies of him without the safety lock. And by removing the safety lock, it kind of downgraded them. So they're not as strong as Drive Knight, who has this safety lock. He kept being fed biased information by his master, telling him that I, Metal Knight, am evil. He keeps calculating that I'm an enemy, but because of the safety lock, even if he figures out where my base is, he cannot attack me. That's why he could only send robots and modified monsters after me. He grew impatient, which was the reason he ordered you, the reserve force, to attack. And because all these robots are attacking, while all of this is going on, Beaufoy is essentially tracking the main villain here, which still has not been 100% revealed. And Genos is kind of having a little break of conscience. He's still programmed. He's like, I can't trust you. But Beaufoy's saying, if I lose or if I'm killed, the world will end immediately. I am the only person pretty much protecting the world from this crazed villain. And with that, he successfully pinpoints the location of the true mastermind. Genos starts like spazzing out. He's like, don't screw with me. That Mad Cyborg you created, it destroyed my family. There's no doubt about it. You were there at that time. That image of you is burned in my eyes. And he tells Genos here, that's a manufactured memory. How terrible. You are a victim all along. And so all of this memory Genos has about, you know, his family being killed might be completely false. Like, he might be pure robot at this point. But just then an alarm goes off and Beaufoy starts freaking out. He's like, that's impossible. Drive Knight is taking hostile action against a human, which means he like surpassed his AI. He evolved his brain or his programming, and now he can attack humans. If that's the case, the research data he stole from me wasn't just AI, but also cyberization. He ceased being human long ago. And then he drops the mother of all bombs, Dr. Kuseno, which is interesting because we're literally just watching this guy in the anime right now, and he seems so friendly and nice. He brings Saitama the premium meat. Yeah, guess Homeboy is the true evil mastermind. We thought he was dead. Turns out it was all a gimmick, and he was also able to scan Saitama's body, which is not good. And he's not dead, so he is the true genius mastermind behind all of this. The big twist, Dr. Kuseno all along was the true mastermind. But I think the actual mad cyborg might be Genos, or there may not even actually be a mad cyborg. If the memory of Genos' family being killed is a fake memory, then maybe there really isn't a mad cyborg, but there is an AI, which is Drive Knight. Essentially, he's, I guess, the mad cyborg. And they get to see on the screen now who Drive Knight is attacking, and it's Saitama. So Genos is definitely going to have to pause and watch his master take on Drive Knight here. Genos asks why Drive Knight is about to fight Saitama Sensei, and Beaufoy says that he is a pawn of Dr. Kuseno, just like Genos. He's also been played, he's also been fed bad information, or his AI was programmed, in an evil way, and they're all assisting the evil scientist Dr. Kuseno's plan to destroy the world. Crazy twist here. But Genos is like, well, Dr. Kuseno was attacked and killed last night. Your assassin killed him. And he says, you're being played. You were upgraded with the role of attacking me, and he acted like he died in order to get you fired up. Dr. Kuseno is alive, and he's probably listening to this conversation right now. And they also zoom in on his ear there, showing his earring. So if you ever wondered what the purpose of Genos' earrings are, well, it turns out that they're listening devices from the evil Dr. Kuseno, so he can hear everything that's going on. And it turns out that every time Dr. Kuseno upgraded Genos with new parts, he was messing with his brain. This causes Genos to start kind of tweaking out, like his programming's going haywire, and he starts saying eliminate, eliminate. He was saying that before as he was going on a rampage, so he's definitely losing a lot of control here. He's torn and twisted because his entire reality, all of his memories are based on this quest for revenge to destroy the mad cyborg that killed his family, and it turns out that's all fake and false. He's probably just a robot, a tool of Dr. Kuseno, powered up and fed with false memories so that he will go and kill his rival, Dr. Beaufoy. And it appears that he just blasts out of the roof and he's flying over to this battle. Well, we see Drive Knight getting ready to take on Saitama. Dude, I was so excited seeing this page. I was like, yes, this is something I've wanted for so long. I wanted to see the capabilities of Drive Knight. I wanted to see who the mad cyborg is. Arguably, I guess you could call it Drive Knight, but he seems to be more of just in a similar position as Genos. They were both played, so I don't think there even really is a mad cyborg. I think it's really just a mad doctor, and that's Dr. Kuseno. So Drive Knight's gonna bust out his blades. He's gonna attack Saitama, but he's not really able to do much. Saitama is still trying to figure out where he knows Drive Knight from. Meanwhile, his blades were all just picked apart by Saitama, and he's like, hey, I'm kind of busy right now. He uses tactical transformation Bishop, and he grows into a giant, dude. Look at this. It's just cool. This really makes me feel like Saitama versus Garo when he was transforming and turning into a giant and stuff. It's kind of a similar battlefield as well. I just totally got deja vu, but it's way later in the story. It's just super cool to me. Everybody's yelling at Saitama to run away. Even Black S, he's like, this guy is crazy strong. He even beat me. But I guess even Black S doesn't know how strong Saitama is, as Drive Knight wraps his hands around Saitama and tries to start crushing him. But Saitama just blasts it all apart, and the whole transformation is gone. Drive Knight doing a backflip and landing back in his base form, and he says, I didn't want to reveal this so early, but there's no holding back. A perfect form achieved by incorporating the secret biological data of King, who is said to be the strongest human on the planet. Tactical transformation King. So he takes King's DNA and uses, I don't know even what the technology is, some sort of combination of biological DNA combined with AI to bring out your maximum potential or something like that. But King doesn't have any power, so it actually powers him down. It drains all of his power. It's so hilarious. I was not expecting this at all. You'd expect the first major attack to come out, especially after he's like, man, I've been saving this, but I've gotta have to use it. I'm like, ooh, what is it? He turns into King and just falls over, plops down on the ground. Just such hilarious writing. He says that there's some sort of malfunction based on his data. It must have been wrong or something like that. But he says that your strength exceed expectations. He starts eyeballing Saitama. Saitama says, if you're done with your little transformation game, then tell me where the robot hideout is and I'll head over there. And interestingly, Drive Knight says here, my mission is to take down the Hero Association. That mission is absolute. Like, he's devoted to Dr. Kuseno until the end. Now, interestingly, there was a chapter when Drive Knight is talking to Sekengar, and he's asking him about the defenses of the Hero Association, and if the Hero Association was attacked, would Blast show up? And now we know why he was asking that, because he was behind the attack. He has been a villain this entire time. Now, because of his programming, Drive Knight thinks that he is performing justice. His orders are just, so therefore, if he's following those orders, he is justice. And Saitama's like, well, what are you taking orders from somebody? Why don't you think for him yourself? What are you, a robot? And he says, yes, I am a robot. Hero AI, Drive Knight. My real name is Machine God Series 0. Ooh, that was a cool little drop there. He is the original Machine God. And yeah, he's pure robot, he's pure programming. It doesn't appear that he has any heart or any humanity at all. So Saitama just starts bonking him on the head because he's like, I heard that when machines malfunction in appliances, sometimes you just gotta hit them a couple times and it fixes them. It's so funny. So he's just slapping Drive Knight around. Drive Knight's not having it. He turns into Tactical Transformation Chariot and then Gold. And then we get this cool shot here from One, the artist of the webcomic, and he's doing a little hollow purple right here from Gojo, bro. I saw this and I was like, dang. Saitama just flicks him away with a single finger. He lands into the robots and then he's like, dang, well, I guess I'll have to use my final hidden piece. This is an abnormal form born from your data and combat observations. I'll be destroyed, but you won't get away unscathed. Limiter removed. Tactical Transformation Saitama. Bro, oh my gosh, dude. I was jumping out of my seat reading this, dude. And by the way, One did a great job with the art. I mean, like, just emotionally reading this, like, he nailed it with the money shots. And oh man, I just got so pumped, like, reading this. I really wish, like, the fight lasted longer. It really isn't gonna last much. And I wanted to see Genos be the one to take him on. It's, you know, because you think this is Genos' redemption arc, but I guess at the same time we just learned that his whole redemption arc is a complete utter lie. So Saitama is going to be the one to take on Drive Knight, who looks like the Mad Cyborg, or like the silhouette of the Mad Cyborg from this form. This is like a Saitama mode form on Drive Knight. It's just like Garo. I'm really wondering how strong he is here. We don't really get a benchmark to see how strong he is, with the exception of the fact that he took out Black S, who's an executive level monster. But he's going to charge in and he is going to fight Saitama here. He looks like the Mad Cyborg that we were shown, like I think we saw the back of it. And he thinks that he's become special. He thinks he can feel something inside of him in this ultimate form. And he attacks Saitama and it looks like he punches a hole through Saitama. And when I saw this, I was like, wait, what? But it is, that's just One's art. I think he nailed Saitama in the ribcage, like with a right hook. That's what it looks like. And it does not phase Saitama. And Saitama says, a program that can't even choose what justice is, that really pisses me off. The real bastard is the one who made you, and that is Dr. Kuseno. So now Drive Knight does Saitama full max, a mode which I don't think I can even say the word on YouTube. I don't even know if I could show it, but yeah, read the webcomic yourself. He goes full power, he throws a punch at Saitama, and it looks like Saitama headbutted his fist, or the guy's fist just completely shattered, punching Saitama's shiny bald head. Either way, it blew him apart into pieces. And that's no Garo, because the Saitama mode Garo could actually send Saitama flying from a punch. This dude literally just shattered his arm trying to punch Saitama in the head. And for our final page here, we see Saitama has blown him apart, and he says, rest now. So lots of things can happen in the next chapter. Genos is on his way. He may see that Saitama took out Drive Knight and get pissed. I mean, we could see Genos actually try to kill Saitama like actually want to hurt him, but he's going haywire right now. He has conflicts in his programming and stuff. There's also a possibility that Drive Knight could regenerate somehow. And he also said that I will die here, but you won't be unfazed. So he may have done something to Saitama. You can see like where he punched Saitama, like some cloth is hanging off. Maybe he poisoned him or did something to Saitama to weaken him, but I don't think anything should work. But we'll have to see, man. What a chapter. My goodness. This was such a treat. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, but like, dang, what good writing, man. Just unbelievable.